Good morning, class 12. So, in the last class, we have done about determinants of your supply, stock and supply also we have completed. So, today we are going to a new topic, that is your individual supply schedule and individual supply curve. Now, you see, as we have already done in the demand, how to prepare individual demand schedule, how to make individual demand curve. Now, the same thing we are going to do with the supply also. Okay, so you see, in supply the most important thing is that you have to keep in mind the law of supply. Please look at the blackboard. Law of supply. Now you see, in this law of supply, when price increases, supply also increases. When price decreases, supply too will decrease and the other factor will remain fixed or constant. Now you see, so here, so your individual supply schedule, individual supply curve, market supply schedule, market supply curve, everything will be depend on your law. So you have to know this law. Okay, so when price increases, supply increases. When price decreases, supply decreases, and the other factor remaining constant. Okay, so you have to know this, then only we will be able to do it. So this you should always keep in your mind, the law. Okay, so without law we will not be able to do this schedule or diagrams. Now in individual demand schedule, okay, you have seen already in the last chapters you have done that you have taken price of a commodity and quantity demanded. So here also in supply also we are going to take price and quantity supplied. So in last chapter there was a demand, so quantity demanded. Here supply, so quantity supplied. So for that you have to make a table. See, okay, blackboard small, so I am making it small. You can make it in your copy very properly. At the top you will write individual supply schedule. Okay, at the top you will write individual supply schedule. So here you can write price in rupees, that's the price of a commodity. Okay, quantity. Now in demand you have written quantity demanded, so in supply quantity supplied. Okay, so here, like in demand also we have taken 3 price, so in supply also we can assume a 3 price. So here I am assuming in ascending order. Okay, 5, 10, 15. This is the price of a commodity. Now see, individual supply schedule, that means when an individual is ready to supply a commodity at a given price and at a given time in the market. Now you see, you have to know, I said you the law, that when price increases, supply will also increase, and when price will decrease, naturally supply is also going to decrease. So this, okay, the law you have to keep in your mind. Now here, a very simple, by following this law you have to fill this. Now you see, when the price, now you compare it 15, 10 and 5. Now 5, it is quite low. That means when price is low, supply also will be low. Okay, so here maybe I am assuming the supply is 6 unit of a quantity supply. Now you see, from 5 the price increases to 10. That means when price increases, supply will also increase. So when price increases, supply increases. So 10, before 5 quantity supply was 6, now rupees 10. That means quantity supply is going to increase. So here 6 is there, maybe its supply has increased to 12. Okay, now you see further, from 10 rupees, now the price of a commodity is 15. That means here price is high. So when price goes up, supply will also go. So maybe 15, maybe here supply will go to 17 unit. So you see here what you are looking. Okay, very easy to prepare the schedule. So individual supply schedule, so price in rupees of a commodity, quantity, supply. So 3 price we are going to take it, okay, in ascending order. Now just you'll follow the law, when price increases, supply increases. When price decreases, supply decreases, other factor remaining constant. So here the law is okay, that price and supply both moves in a same directions. So when price is less, supply is less. When price increases, supply also increases. So your schedule is completed. Okay, so you see, when price will increase, supply will automatically increase. Okay, now this is the law of your supply. Now by looking this schedule, you have to prepare the diagrams. Okay, how you have done in your demand. So you see, in supply also, you are going to make first x-axis and y-axis. So x-axis, y-axis, 0 is common to x-axis. So in demand also you have, on the y-axis you have written price. So here also price in rupees. Here quantity supply is this, so you may write only quantity. Okay, now you see, so here also you have 3 price, 3 quantity. So in demand also, in x-axis and y-axis, when you have put the value, you have to put in, I have already said, in ascending order, small to big. So 3 price you take, price will be on y-axis, so equal price you are going to take. Okay, so 3 prices there, 5, 10, 15, so you will write 5, 10, 15. Now same thing with the quantity supply, so you are going to take equally. So it is 6, 12, 17. 6, 12, 17. Okay, so you see, from the schedule you will frame it. Price will keep in on y-axis and quantity supply on x-axis. Okay, and you must go in ascending order. Now you see, when the price of a commodity was 5, what was the quantity supplied? Quantity supplied was 6. By looking at the schedule, draw the curve. So when the price was 5, the quantity supply is 6. So when the price is 5, you see the quantity supply is 6 units. Okay, when the price increases to 10, the quantity supply is 12. So you see, when the price is 10, okay, you see your quantity supply is up to 12. Now when price increases to 15, quantity supply increased to 17. Okay, so you see, when the price is 5, you see quantity supply is 6. When price is 10, quantity supply is 12. When price is 15, your quantity supply is 17. So you have made your graph is ready. Now demand was your downward sloping and supply is always upward sloping. So from here you will join all the curves which are joining to x-axis and y-axis. Okay, as it is a supply curve, so you will write SC, you will write SC. Okay, and so it is your individual supply curve, so you can write individual supply curve. Okay, so your individual supply curve is ready. Okay, once more you see, so individual supply schedule, when you are preparing, you have to write on left hand side price, on right hand side quantity supply. 3 price you have to assume. Okay, and you have to follow the law. When price will increase, supply will increase. When price will decrease, supply will decrease. So your price is less, supply is less. When price increases, so you see your continuously supply also increases. On y-axis, you are going to write about the price in rupees, that's in ascending order. In x-axis, you are going to write about the quantity, that is also in ascending order. And by looking at schedule, when price is 5, quantity supply is 6. When price is 5, quantity supply is 6. When price is 10, quantity supply is 12. When the price is 15, you see the quantity supply is 17 units of quantity. Okay, then you just join the x-axis and y-axis and you just draw by joining all the points, okay, and it will be upward sloping, and as it is a supply curve, so you will be writing S and S, and make sure your curve should not access to y-axis, and this curve should not touch any line that is your x-axis, neither y-axis, it will be incorrect. Okay, so you see, this is about your individual supply schedule, and this is your individual supply curve. Okay, it is very easy. So you have to, what you have to do, you have to remember the law. If you know this law, naturally everything is easy, nothing is there. Okay, now you see, so this was about individual. Now we are going to do about market. Now you see, in demand also we have done about the market. So same thing, in supply also we are going to do the market. Concept is similar type. Here just we are using the concept of your law of supply. In demand we have used the concept of your demand. Okay, so see here, we are going to prepare schedule, that is your market, demand schedule. Now, while you are preparing a market demand schedule, you have kept in mind, okay, sorry, it is supply. So market supply schedule now. In individual supply schedule, what you have given, you have put only about price and quantity supplied. So you see, in market also, market demand, when you have made the schedule, you have seen that you have put a consumer, Mr. A, Mr. B. So here we cannot put a consumer because it's a supplier. So instead of consumer, we have to mention about the firm. Okay, we have to mention about the industry, we have to mention about the firm. Okay, so you see here in the first column, price in rupees. Okay, second column, you see, you'll write individual supply and here you have to mention it about your market supply. Now you see, so in demand we have taken Mr. A, Mr. B. So here you are going to take firm, FIRM. Okay, firm A, firm B. Okay, so here it's a supply, so we have to take as a supplier, we cannot take as a consumer. Only in demand we can talk about the consumer. Okay, now here also what you're going to do in price, 3 price we can take. Okay, I'm taking 2, 4, 6. Okay, now you see, again they have to follow the law of supply. So I said you law, price increases, supply will increase, price will decrease, then actually supply is also going to decrease. Now look at here, so firm A, when price is 2, that means it's quite low, that means supply will be less. For example, maybe 6 unit of commodity they are supplying. When price increases, 8. When further price increases, maybe 10. Okay, now with firm B, so when price is 2, maybe they are supplying 8 units.